Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, A Little Bit of Everything with Erin. Today we will be doing an unboxing of Willow's Wonder Willow Glam Bag by LeLePosh Cosmetics and doing a couple of looks with it. I couldn't decide on one look, so I wanted to use multiple colors, so I did two quick looks for you guys. I hope that you do love it. I'll be talking about more of the makeup coming up here in a little bit for you. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel. You want to make sure you're subscribed because we have a lot, I'm talking a lot, of giveaways coming up, and the first one being tomorrow. Be sure to give this video a big thumbs up, share it if you want to, you know that always helps me out and I love it when you do it. And if you hit that bell, you'll get notifications anytime I post new videos. All right, guys, let's roll into this unboxing. So when you receive your Wonder Willow collab box, it should come in a LeLePosh Cosmetics box. And when you open it up, if you can hear my family in the background, sorry, they're in the other room. But you will get this paperwork with your box, and this just talks about Willow's story a little bit. If you've been following Willow's journey since the beginning, you'll kind of already know all of that. Then you will get your makeup collab bag. It's in this cute bag. I'm definitely keeping mine for my hospital essentials. Also in the box, you will find your own set of Wonder Willow brushes. Now, these are handmade brushes. So LeLePosh Cosmetics does want you to be aware that the brushes are more for fun, more for display. You can use them, it's totally up to you. Just be careful when you're washing them, and I wouldn't use them like every day. So when she made these brushes, she made them with Willow in mind. So as you can see, and there are real Swarovski crystals inside of there, and the glitter and the crystals are in the red, blue, and gold colors, which we kind of use to represent Willow because they are on theme with a Wonder Woman, and with us calling Willow Wonder Willow because she is our little superhero. And the brushes are very soft. The next item that you will see in your package will come like this. This is a liquid highlighter. The name on this one is called Tenacity because Willow has a lot of that. I'm just gonna put a little on my hand here and rub that out. And you see, it's just a nice pinky sheen, just very light in color. With this one, we didn't want anything crazy at you, just something nice and that like everybody could use, because not everybody is as extra as I am, which is totally fine. So the next item is a glitter gel, and it'll be in this package, and the color on this one is Live Life. If you go to the Donate Life page, you'll see that they use blue and green to represent organ donation. So I wanted to make sure that we put those two colors in there, and it will be in here. You can use your finger or a brush to apply this. I'm just gonna get a little bit on my finger here. It's just this really pretty green. There's some specks of glitter in different sizes, a little bit of holographic, so depending on how it hits the light, you'll see a couple different colors in there. It's just a really pretty color. The next item you'll find in your bag is going to come in a package like this. This is a loose glitter, so you will need to use some glitter glue for this. This is in a shade that we named Reign Supreme. There's some chunky glitter in there, and there's some little glitters in there. I'm just going to take some NYX glitter glue and place that on my hand next. And just using a flat-headed brush, I'm gonna pick some up and put it right on that glue. And you could totally layer this up on top of Give Life as well if you wanted to. It will hold that. And then you will get your little mini quad palette, and on the back it will list each color and the name. You'll have your little Wonder Willow sticker on there. And your palette will look like that. I've used some of it already. I have noticed in a couple of unboxings that the blue shade has come a little broken. You can take like a nickel or a quarter and a paper towel, put the paper towel on top of the shade and then the quarter on top of that and just kind of press, and it will fix that for you. Sometimes makeup, when it comes in shipping, you know, the mail isn't the greatest no matter how great a company packages their makeup to be shipped to you. So the first color I'm going to pick up is the white shade, and that is in the name Morning. Now if you bought the Biohazard palette, there is a shade in there called Save Me. It's similar but different, and that's just a little bit of a touch on it. You can use this on the lid. You could also use this as a highlight if you wanted to. Such a pretty color. And Willow is known to say morning on TikTok every day. That's why we named it that. The next shade, which is the bronzy red shade, that is called That's Right. That's another phrase that she says on TikTok all the time. The next shade is the gold shade. That's called Effervescent. Such a pretty color. And the last color is this blue shade. This one is called Give Life. So those are the shades. Now, I know a lot of people were kind of upset that they missed out on this. I do apologize, but she only makes so many glam bags, and Willow has such a large following that we kind of knew that this might happen, and all the bags sold out. I believe they sold in under 18 minutes, which I am super appreciative of. That meant we were able to donate $600 to Donate Life Texas because of you guys. Because the outpouring was so huge, LeLePosh Cosmetics has decided to keep the glitter gel and then 2 shades from the quad. I'm not sure which 2 as of yet, but we will find out soon. And those will be permanent items on her website. You will be able to purchase those shades anytime you want, and 10% of the sales from those items will be donated quarterly to Donate Life Texas. So I also sent LeLePosh Cosmetics about 100 Wonder Willow stickers that look like this one as well. And if you purchase any of those items, you'll also receive one of her stickers from us. When those items go up for sale, I will post about it and let you know. At the moment, LeLePosh Cosmetics is taking a break. She's got family stuff going on. She's trying to get her inventory moved back up. So they will probably close down for the next few weeks. Hopefully in April, she will be ready to go and start selling again. But we aren't pushing that. You know, when she's ready, and we'll make sure to let you guys know. Now, on to the look. All right, so my eyebrows are on. My eyes are primed, and today I'm actually using a new primer. This is by e.l.f. It is their new eye putty primer. If you want to see a review on this, let me know. I bought a bunch of new e.l.f. products to test out. If you want to know about them all, I can do a whole video on that. I bought this one in the shade white. They also have a black and then a couple neutral tones that you can use. So we're gonna do 2 looks, one on each eye. That way I can show you a couple different looks and ways to use a lot of the new Wonder Willow makeup. So with the first eye, we are going to use Blood Sugar by Jeffree Star Cosmetics. You don't necessarily need this palette, you just need some reds. So, and then I'm gonna zoom you in down my eye. The first shade I'm gonna go into is gonna be called Cherry Soda. And I'm gonna put that in my crease and just slightly above it. I don't necessarily have hooded eyes, but my brow bone here is kind of heavy, and then my lid itself, I have a lot of creases in it, so it does hide some of my makeup. So I've learned to place my makeup in a way that it can be seen if my eye is open or closed. If you aren't sure about that for yourself, it's always great to do a makeup look and then look straight ahead and take a photo, and you can see where your makeup sits. See how it looks different when my eye is closed versus when I'm open and looking straight ahead. And right now I'm just doing a motion to get the most pigment out of the color by just stamping the color in where I want it, and then I will buff it out next. As I get closer to the inner corner, I'm just gonna kind of fluff that in there so it is not as vibrant as the rest. Then I'm gonna take that same brush and place it on the edge of the color there and just lightly buff, doing small circles. When you do this, if you find you lost some of that pigment, you can go back in and stamp more color. Just stamp and blend until you are happy. Once you're happy we're gonna take a smaller brush. This is an e.l.f. crease brush. You'll notice that I use this one a lot. And we're gonna pick up the color called Prick, which is a pretty bright red. And we're going to go right above where we buffed it out and just do the same thing with buffing that in, that line, and coming right down to the inner corner. And then just go back up toward the edge and the outer eye by doing small circles. And then using the same brush, we're going to pick up the color called Tongue Pop and just gonna buff that out. This way it looks like we took our original color and just laid that on our eye and then just buff the crap out of it up to the eyebrow. Now this line right here looks a little harsh for me, so I'm just gonna go in and blend some more. Now I really like this, but I like to add definition to the outer corner of my eye. So I always go ahead and take some type of flat-headed brush. It doesn't have a name or a number, but it's from the Jaclyn Hill Holiday line. And I'm gonna pick up the shade called Extraction. If you have the Blood Sugar palette, and Extraction and Coma are hard to pick up, I feel like they're hard pressed and they were pressed too hard. So I scratch them up a little bit. That way I get the powder in the pan and then pick up that powder. And I like to use the flat-headed brush so that I can kind of stamp the color in a V shape. And you'll see I'm having issues with that color Extraction. So I'm just gonna kind of scratch the pan up a little bit and make a lot of fallout so that I can pick up that fallout and then use that to stamp into the area. I'm gonna bring that in the crease just a little bit. And I think I want it a smidge darker. That's just not as dark as I was hoping. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick up some Coma with that same brush and just lay that on top. You could just take it black and do the same thing. Take the first brush I had that had Cherry Soda on it and just kind of buff out the darker color a little bit so it's not harsh. You really just want it to kind of have a shadow. It adds a little bit of dimension to the final look. Now we want to cut our crease. I'm going to go ahead and use the e.l.f. a Morphe M421, which is just a nice flat rounded brush that I really like. I'm going to line the bottom of my lid here. Now this won't work like concealer where you can line the bottom and look up and make a line so you know where to go. So if you're not sure where to cut your crease, do it that way. If you aren't sure, just go ahead and cut. If you have hooded eyes, you want to make sure that you go higher than you would normally cut your crease. This way you can get all the color in there and not lose it when you open your eye. All the way to the V that we made with the darker shades. And then take a clean finger and buff that out so you don't have a harsh line. We're going to take our brush that has the dark colors on it again and just kind of lightly pat over that. Now we're going to go dip into the Willow palette. The first shade we are going to pick up is called That's Right. It is the coppery red tone in the palette. And I'm just going to use another flat brush for that. This one is an M167. And I'm going to go right on that edge there and just buff that in. Going a little bit over into the darker shade that we laid in the V. That way the two colors mesh and meld and just kind of make this nice clean look that we're going for. And if you have a harsh line from that, you just take your darkest shade again and just kind of lightly pat that in. And it'll clean it up. Now we're gonna take the gold shade in the Wonder Willow palette called Effervescent. I'm just flipping over my flat brush. I'm still using that M167, but the other side. And we're gonna put that in next. And again, you wanna lightly go over the That's Right shade so that it just kind of ombres into that red and continues on into the outer corner. And again, if you needed to go into the red a little bit and then tap it on the gold, that way you have an even mix of the two right at that line, and it'll just make that ombre effect. Now we're gonna add a little bit of glitter glue. I'm gonna use the NYX glitter glue. You can find this like at Walmart, some Walgreens, Ulta has it. We're gonna add a little bit of that to a flat brush. And we're gonna just kind of put that here on the lid a little bit. And then we're gonna pick up Reign Supreme, which is our loose glitter. And we're just gonna add that right there. You probably get a little fallout. That's gonna be normal because this is a loose glitter, but as long as you lay some of that glitter gel down, it'll hold anything on the lid where that glitter glue is. Move my tape, and you see I have that nice clean line right there. Normally I don't do my under eye yet until I do all my other makeup, but I'm gonna go ahead and start that right now for you guys. So I want the deepest shade that I used as my waterline. You don't have to do that part. You can just use a pencil that you have that's the same color, or you can pop in white there, or you can pop in black there, whatever you would normally do. I don't mind using shadow because it doesn't bother me, but if that's something that you're not comfortable with, don't do it. So I'm just gonna place that right in my waterline. And then I'm just gonna tap that color right into my lower lash line as well. I'm going to go ahead and take some cherry soda and buff that out. I know some people don't like to put red under their eye at the bottom because it looks like you have pink eye, but it's how I finish my looks. Whatever goes up must come down. And then we're gonna pick up Prick. And then we are gonna pick up Mornin', which is in the Wonder Willow palette as well. And I'm just using a small e.l.f. concealer brush, which is just a really small brush there. And I'm gonna place some of Mornin' just under my brow, so I have a little bit of a brow highlight. And then as my inner corner highlight as well. And then because that red is under there, you'll get a little more of that pink tone from Mornin'. And I like to usually bring that down into the lower lash line a little bit, but you can do your inner corner highlight however you like and however much you like. I like to be extra, so that's why mine is always extra. So she's popping. It'll look completely done once I put liner and lashes on and put the rest of my face makeup on. But let's do our other eye first. Okay, for our other eye, we're gonna use Blue Blood. And again, you don't need this palette to do this look. You just need some blue shades. So the first shade I'm gonna go ahead and pick up is going to be Blue Monday. And we're gonna do the same thing. We're just gonna pack that in and then blend it out. This eye is shaped a little bit different than my other eye. I wasn't blessed with them being all the same. So if you have that problem too, I feel you. And so with this eye, again, I had to look and see where everything fits and where everything looks best and go with that. For this one, I'm not gonna go all the way to the corner. I'm gonna stop about right here, and I'm okay with it being blended to that color because that's kind of the idea that I'm going for. And I'm just gonna touch that outer edge and just do small circles to kind of blend it, make that line a little less harsh. And just like with the red, if you lose the color, you'll just want to go back in and stamp a little more. Blending a dark color like a blue or a purple can make it look a little patchy, but right now we're looking good. Take another clean brush and we're gonna pick up the shade I'm Cold, which is just gonna be a very pale blue. And we're gonna put that right above. And I'm just bringing that up to the brow. I'm gonna go back in with a little bit of Blue Monday and just make sure that's nice and clean. And just like with our other eye, we're gonna take a nice dark shade and pack that in the corner. This time we're gonna take the shade called Undertaker, which is the deepest blue in here. Very, very deep blue. And again, we're going to do that V shape. And this color does have a lot of fallout. So if you've already done your face makeup, be aware of that. And because it is such a deep shade, it will likely stain you. So once I'm happy with that, I will take the brush that had Blue Monday on it, and again, just buff that. And go back in with the one that has I'm Cold. And just buff again. There's no extra product on the brushes when I'm buffing. I'm just taking the brush itself that already had some product on it. If I need more product, then I go back and dip in. Now I'm not gonna cut the crease because you can see I still have the primer down. If you want to cut it, you totally can, but I don't always cut my creases when I'm doing my looks. And with another flat brush, we're gonna take the shade Give Life, which is that nice deep shimmery blue in the Willow palette. And we're gonna add that right next to that darkest shade we just did. Honey. And I'm just gonna take a little of the excess and just kind of bring it into that outer V as well. I'm gonna stop about right there. I want a little bit of lid space left. You could go all the way to the inner corner if you wanted to. This is such a stunning shade with these blues. And depending on how that light hits it, it kind of shifts from this blue color to this black color. It's so, so pretty. I'm so glad we put that in here. But we're gonna pick up Morning, which is the white shade. And we're gonna just pick that up on an M421, which is my favorite flat brush, as you know. So we have that on there. And then we're just gonna place that on the rest of the eye and just kind of mix it into that blue a little bit so we get that ombre effect. Go up into I'm Cold so it all just meshes together. Is that not such a pretty eye look? You guys, ugh, so good, I love it. Then if you wanted to be extra, you could go ahead and take a little bit of Effervescent, which is the gold shade, and just pop that in the inner corner of your eye. Then you don't have to, but you can. All right, I'm gonna pull up my tape off. And you see how I have some fallout here from that dark shade of blue. I'm telling you guys, it's a great color from the Blue Blood palette. But oof, you get any on you. This is why I put my face makeup on last. Okay, all right, we're gonna take that Undertaker shade. Again, you don't have to do this. Use any color that you like, but I'm totally fine with putting shades in my eyeline, my lash line, my waterline. This brush and do that with it. And then we'll take Blue Monday and buff that out. And then we'll take I'm Cold to just clean it up. And then I actually want to take a little bit of Morning. And I just want to drag her down a little bit into the lower lash line and just really make this a nice icy look. All right, guys, let me throw my face makeup on and then we will come back and do liner and lashes and see the final looks. So I've gone ahead and added lashes. Do you see how much different just a lash can make to a look? I am in love with both of these looks. I think they're stunning. Which one is your favorite? Leave me a comment down below. I will do another look in tomorrow's video using the Wonder Willow palette. And in that video, we will be doing a giveaway. I have 10 brand new palettes from different companies that I'm gonna give to 10 lucky winners. So be sure you're here for that tomorrow. As for my lashes, these are by I Scream Lashes. They are in the Lash Cherries on Top. And here are some more of their lashes. Is their packaging not the cutest? This one is called Sorbet. And this one is Tutti Frutti. I'm not sponsored. I do have an affiliate code that I just recently got. I pay for these myself. My affiliate code will save you 15% off, and the code is Willow. I don't earn any money. I believe if like 4 pairs of lashes are sold, I get a free pair of lashes. which is totally fine with me because I literally spend all of my money on lashes at Ice Cream Lashes. So if I can earn a couple free pairs, thanks. But I do get a lot of questions all the time about what lashes am I wearing, who am I wearing, and I exclusively wear Ice Cream lashes. On occasion I do wear Kiss, but that's like when I'm in a hurry and trying to go to work and don't feel like trying to put these big beautiful lashes on me. Okay, let's finish this look off. We are going to take some of Tenacity, which just a little bit. Okay, and to finish this whole look, I'm going to use a gloss. This one is one of Jeffree Star's exclusive glosses. This one is in the shade Succulent. I got it in one of my mystery boxes. So there is the finished look, guys. Let me know what you think. Were you able to get the Willow collab? Will you be purchasing any of the single shades once those are released? Is there a certain shade that you want me to use exclusively in a tutorial? Let me know. And if you're looking for Willow merch, I will link that in the description box below. You can find her merch there. And you guys wanted a Makeup Mama shirt, so I did have one created. I'm actually wearing it now. I can stand up. So it's me, and then on the bottom of it, it says, I love makeup more than people, because big facts, okay? So you can find that in the link down below. All of our merch is on the same link. We use any money that is collected from merchandise that we sell to pay for Willow's medications. So if you weren't able to buy the makeup collaboration and you want to support in some way, that's a great way to do it. There's t-shirts, mugs, stickers, bags, socks, leggings, all kinds of good stuff. All right, guys, as always, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you. Can't wait to start giving you guys away some amazing products, and I hope that you love them. And as always, thanks for watching. Bye.